Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Syracuse's offense will start this game off with the football. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean,
oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. That's reeled in. It's Hatchett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Baker. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Spins away. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Plows through the defense. Got the first down. Looking for more. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Off the play fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The sure hands, it's Soto. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. From the gun, running back on the move. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
On the ground, it's Balkinson. Fights off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. Jukes his way for more. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Auburn. Implicated expectations galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
Syracuse, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. That's caught. It's Soto.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Balkinson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hatchett. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Syracuse, 7.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Syracuse right back at it. From the gun, running back gets to give. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Back to pass, it's Baker. A strike downfield. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quarterback on the keeper. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Syracuse, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give on the option. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Grab near the marker. It's Hatchett. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hatchett. And he'll be brought down. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. A lot of urgency for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hatchett. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Balkinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Balkinson.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Orange will have to punt.
Now, 4th down.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. To the air, it's Baker. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Orange! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. This pass rush has just been relentless. You can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Caught behind the line. It's Balkinson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. To the air on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
He'll bring it out. It's Aurora. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look at...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, more.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets and making the big play.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28, Alabama, 20.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Rides the back and leaves it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense.
It's a fumble on the play, and he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Balkinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Balkinson. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll throw it from the red zone. Punch it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space, it's Balkinson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Snapped it in the shotgun. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. To the air, it's Baker. They're working that left side.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to the ground game on the left. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Nice move to keep running. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. In the red area, it's Coleman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be changing the route. Powers through the defender. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires into the end zone. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Cuse! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Oh, it's a fumble! How in the world did the offense retain possession? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
35. Alabama, 28.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. He is feeling it, a huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Charlotte. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed over the middle. It's McFadden. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Can't get him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. Touchdown Orange. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide. He'll do the rest. He'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page. Quarterback, wide receiver.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Alabama quickly back to the line. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Aurora. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Orange now facing a third and short. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time on target. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass on second down. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Got a man. It's Soto. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Finds his man. It's Hatchett. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Soto. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Baker. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Syracuse right back at it. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And he had just enough to will that one home. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. He'll bring it out. It's Aurora. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return. Comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.